Yep.
In 3, 2, 1.
Seuh,
right.
host us.
Oh, it's this again. All right, let's start.
All right. Yes. Professional podcast, by the way.
Yeah, professional podcast.
It's all good.
Host us.
Going, calm. All right,
Seuh,
I'm
host
hosting
us.
you right now.
I'm about to take over.
I feel so hosted.
You know what? What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's episode. My name is Seuh, and I'm here with my two hosts.
Hello, I'm Remi.
I'm Minty.
Hey, there's no extra Seuhs or extra Remis or extra Minties this time round.
Speak for
We are
yourself. There's
joined-
like 3 Minties here.
What are you talking about? There ain't
What?
no Minties here.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry.
Wow.
All right. Continue.
All right.
Go on, go on.
Today we have another guest episode, and we are joined by the award-winning Tiffany Witcher. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why don't you introduce yourself, Tiffany?
I would love to. Good time zone to you, everyone. My name is Tiffany
Hello.
Witcher. I'm known as the Charity Witch on Twitch. I've raised almost $41,000 for
Oh, damn.
charities for different causes, from the Lupus Foundation to Trans Lifeline. My pronouns are they, them. I'm also a voice actor. You probably heard my voice in a little game called House Party. So, if you...
I have not.
You've never heard of
Oh.
House Party?
No, I'm not. I'm
Remi's
so
just
sorry.
like, yeah, no, actually, I have no clue.
yeah, I'm sure. You sound like the type that would probably play House Party.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
god.
I don't even know what
You
that
should
is.
play House
Wait,
Party.
what's
Remi.
House Party?
Next stream. Next
Explain.
stream, you're playing House Party, Remi.
Wait, I need to look this up now. Hold on. What is the genre?
It's
House.
Adventure.
Party. Oh.
Adventure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Choose
House
your own
party game.
adventure.
Okay. I see. This looks like a party.
Oh yeah, it's
Why
definitely a
does
party.
every episode start with Remi Googling
This
something?
is definitely a party.
It's definitely a party.
I like parties.
I'm sure you'll
this-
love this party.
This is not the party I was
Oh.
thinking of.
Oh no, you'll meet someone named Frank. He's a good party goer.
Into your birthday. Oh, I don't know about this.
yeah.
Wait,
it's
are
your
you
birthday.
Remi.
What is going on right now,
I
Remi?
believe we are in the
Wait.
middle of recording a podcast, Remi. I don't
Wait,
know if you're
this
serious right now.
This is not the parties that I'm used to.
I mean, you could be.
What kind of party is this? I'm concerned now.
It's a fun
This
party
is-
when
this
you
is a,
you go on an adventure and you try to meet
This
friends.
is a different kind of fun party.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a really
Yes.
fun party.
Meet
Yes.
friends, nice. I
Not
like
not
meeting
Remi
friends.
fun, but
Everyone
I
loves
meet many
friends.
Is it like VShojo fun?
yes.
Heck
it's
yeah.
like Sojo fun. Yeah.
Bet.
You'll have a splendid time.
And I also
love
noticed
it.
you were in a Star Wars audiobook, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in a Star Wars audio recording as Santa Solo.
Do tell.
Oh.
Yes, Han Solo's estranged wife.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So we get into the
Yes.
spicy lore now.
Oh yeah, it was
know.
really spicy.
That
it was
actually
really
sounds
nice.
like
This is not the
both of
Star Wars
those.
I know of. What the?
Oh, it's like an it's not the extended universe. It's basically they came out with some comics once Disney scooped that up right on up, and there's a
Okay.
storyline where Han Solo and Leia are like running from the Empire, and they run into an old bounty hunter friend of Han's named Santa
Okay.
Solo, and they apparently had to get married. All these things as like an undercover thing. So yeah.
Oh, space concubine.
that sounds like
Yeah, well, kind of.
uh,
She's a little persuasive. A little.
I didn't see that in the
It
movies.
was fun.
What was your favorite role to play?
Oh, that's
good
right.
question.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
favorite roles because you were in a number of things. Not 2,000, but 2
over
dozen.
2,000 rolls.
No,
Two
no,
dozen.
2
dozen
dozen,
rolls.
2 dozen.
Yes, 2 dozen. There you go.
I think
Was it
it's
House
just-
Party?
No. Well, okay, so House Party is funny because like when they give us the scripts, they give us no context, so they just basically want it to be as natural as possible, which it comes out as natural as possible. It's one of
Okay.
my favorite roles, but I did a role for a game called Cards and Castles 2, where I
Okay.
play
Oh, I heard of this
basically.
game.
Yeah, it's like a basically a tactical card game. It just came out.
I have
and,
never heard of this
like,
one. I'm so sorry.
It's on Steam.
It's all right, Remi. We come to expect it at this point.
Okay.
But I get to play like a very scoundrel-esque pirate,
Ooh.
and she's really cool. So like,
I like
yeah, she's-
pirates.
Yeah,
Like
she's
Marine?
a really cool character. And I think when I got the voice for Caesar's Casino, because I did Marie. Oh God, Marie Laveau, the famous the famous lady from Louisiana, the voodoo lady. So they needed someone who could do a Creole accent. So I actually got the voice for their slots game that you could play
Creole?
on. Yeah, Creole.
Ooh.
Creole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Creole.
Creole.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, it was really nice to work for Caesar's Casino for their mobile game as like a slot machine kind of character.
Can you? I don't
sounds
think
really
Seuh
cool.
knows what Creole is. Can you
What do
explain
you
to him
mean,
what that is?
Seuh?
Sorry,
You're the one who was asking about it.
It's kind of like
Deflect that onto Seuh.
it's kind of like a French accent, but you gotta
Okay.
put a bit of country into it.
Oh, I
So
see.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's Gambit from
Yes.
X-Men.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know Gambit.
that's a Cajun or Creole. Well, they're kind of a difference, but yeah, it's like kind of like that.
I
It's like
love
a
it.
French, Southern French. It's like mixing a Southern accent with a French accent.
That was
Yeah.
great. I loved that. I can't do accents at all, so whenever people can,
Oh, I
I'm
suck at
like,
British accents.
I suck at
Why
every
does
can't do
everyone
it.
suck at British accents?
I can't even
I
do
always
an
make
American
fun of
accent.
British accents.
The only accent I can kind of do is like an Aussie accent, and that's just because it spills out every now and then.
Wait,
that
Remi,
because
do
you
you
lived in
think
Australia
it's
already?
because you used to
Is
live
it
in
because you're
Australia?
Australian?
By the way, Remi, what direction do the toilets flush in Australia?
They go straight down. Why do you keep
That's
asking me that?
crazy.
Wait,
That's
do they go
wild.
straight down for real?
They go straight down. Yes, for real. They go straight down. They don't go the opposite way. Were you
is a
told they
running
go
So
the
it's
opposite
just
way?
like it's just like a suction kind of thing. It's like
Yes, yeah. It just goes.
oh. That's a little
Because we're having
terrifying.
the same
Goes
conversation
straight down.
again.
It's like airplane toilets.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
is
exactly like
terrifying.
airplane
Yeah, it's
toilets,
scary.
yeah.
Those airplane
It's-
toilets
yeah.
actually scare me.
It reminds
they're
me of
loud,
like Death
yeah.
and Final Destination.
Yeah.
They're really
He
loud.
gets sucked in the pool like a vacuum.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
It's
Tiffany,
terrifying.
bear with me here. This is for the sake of some previous things that have happened on the podcast.
Yes.
Do
Okay.
you, off the top of your head, do you know what direction a toilet swirls when it flushes, like clockwise or counterclockwise?
Isn't it clockwise?
You're what? You know?
I mean, you see toilets every day. How do you not know?
I mean,
This is the
sometimes
just-
you gotta observe your shit. So like,
No.
I think it's clockwise.
Sometimes you don't gotta do that.
I
This
think
is
it's
crazy.
clockwise.
I've asked people about this before on the podcast, and nobody knows except for Remi, who apparently observes this every time.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Remi's
Toilet
like, yes, I am a
observation.
scholar of toilet board
Yes.
flushing.
I
Yeah,
am
and-
the international reviewer of toilets.
No, in every cartoon, it's always clockwise.
Yeah.
Then they always make the joke that Australia is counterclockwise.
Right.
What?
Right.
Yeah, you never seen
Yep.
that? In some
I've never heard
cartoons.
Wait,
this in
what?
my
Yeah.
life.
In
Oh
Looney
my
Tunes
gosh.
especially, in Looney Tunes
my God.
especially,
This is
they make
These
jokes.
generation of kids nowadays.
Yeah, it's happened in Looney Tunes and Animaniacs. They're like,
Uh-huh.
they show the toilets in Australia
Yep.
flushing
Yep.
the opposite direction.
See, I never watched Looney Tunes really.
What?
Except for- no, okay.
Oh,
in
wow.
school they showed Looney Tunes, but it was always like during lunch, and you could never hear it or anything. So, you know,
Oh, come on. Come on. You never seen Looney Tunes? Like the old school ones?
no. Well, yes, but no. Like I never made the choice to sit down and watch Looney Tunes. Sometimes it would be.
Wait,
on
are you
in
telling me
rooms that I
you
was
don't
in.
watch anime?
I don't watch Looney Tunes. I
United States
definitely do
anime.
watch anime.
It's like Avatar.
I love
Yes.
Avatar though.
Oh.
Looney
Yes.
Tunes is
Avatar.
also
Oh,
not
is that
like
the
Looney
Avatar.
Tunes
in
is the
any
first
way?
Avatar.
No.
Avatar is the
I
one
think
with
Scooby Doo was my
Sasuke,
first
right?
anime.
Yeah,
Oh,
no. I
so
think
it's-
I think
oh,
Avatar's the
yeah.
one with the Titans, right?
Avatar's the one that was in that recent fork knife game.
You mean
Oh, the
Teen
fork
Titans?
knife. Yeah.
Yeah, with Sasuke and
Yeah,
Kakashi.
exactly.
They're
yeah.
from
Yeah,
Avatar.
Yeah, that
Right.
was Avatar.
Yeah.
Something like that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, we got so off track.
That's the show
Alright.
where he takes fruits and bends them, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the last
Yeah,
airbender.
Yes, and he has
That
a
was
death
terrible.
Like Fruit Ninja? Oh my god.
he's the fruit ninja. he's not the Avatar. He's the fruit ninja.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anyway, we got way off track. Back to
I
our
know,
guest.
Yeah,
It's all
My
good. It's all
apologies.
good.
Good.
I want to ask you a question here.
What's that?
So we have a secret document that you cannot see and we can't see that we have all these questions on. And I didn't write this question, so I'm just reading them off here. What 2 awards? It says that you won 2 awards here.
Oh,
right.
Sorry. Let me rephrase this question in a way that's going to make a little bit more sense.
Okay.
As an award-winning VTuber, you've won 2 awards.
Yes.
What were they for? And like, who were you up against? Like, how did you get nominated for all of that?
So, the GGP Honors Awards, which is the Gay Gamers Professional Awards, was something that people privately nominated those for. And they chose people, for different things of what they do in gaming and stuff like that. So I was chosen for advocacy. So that was a really big honor. The Game Her Awards was more brutal because I was going up against. You basically, the first round is you vote for, you vote for someone and you go, hey, I think this person should be nominated. Okay, they go through and then there's a voting system and people vote for you. Then you go as a finalist. And then they vote for you again, but you're also presented in front of a council of people who says if this person should be the winner or not. So I was up against like some really big charities, like I think Games Done Quickly, their women's division, and then 1,000 Dreams, and so many bigger charities. So, but they chose me because I do a charity basically every week, and I constantly talk about advocacy with charity and stuff like that, I guess. So, yeah, I won that award, and it was that's like one of the biggest awards in women and non-binary gamers. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Amazing.
That was the first award, right?
The GGP Honors was my first award. Yes.
Nice. And what was the second one?
Game Her Awards.
Yeah.
Game Hurl?
Game Hers.
Oh, Game
Remi,
Hers.
Remi, look.
Remi, there was like a 5-minute conversation about this. I don't know if you missed it, but
They did talk about that one too. But huge congrats for both of them. And
Thank you.
also, I just want to say all of the charity streams that you do and all of the things you do for charity is super commendable and really impressive.
Thank you.
absolutely.
I appreciate that.
What made you become a charity streamer in that sense? Like, why have you gone down this route for content creation?
Right.
Specifically.
So my mother suffered from a disease called lupus. And unfortunately, she died of it. But she was a very charitable woman herself. She did a lot she did a lot more than I did. She did like walks for cancer and like, I don't know if you know this if you live in the States, but she worked with Scruff McGruff about anti-drugs and helping kids and donating toys and stuff. So when she died, I was kind of inspired, especially at her funeral, of how many people that she's touched and stuff. And I go, well, maybe I can continue on her legacy in my own way. So I started doing charity tables at conventions in my area. So I would do contests and donate that money to the Lupus Foundation to help find a cure for lupus, so no one would have to lose their life to it, and we can, find that cure. And then I got into streaming, and I was still doing the charity tables, but I also suffer from lupus, Sjogren's syndrome, rheumatoid arthritis, and epilepsy, and I was starting to wear down at conventions. So my friend suggested maybe I should do charity streams. So yeah, I started my first charity stream. It was very successful, and I just kept going from there. And then the ball just kept going and going. I said, okay, well, I guess I can do this full time. So yeah, so after that, it was just like, instead of one charity a month, it started to be 2 charities a month, and then it was like 3 charities a month, sometimes 4. So yeah, that's how I became the Charity Witch on Twitch.
Right on. And do you do that full time?
Yeah.
So I'm curious. How do you support yourself outside the charity streams?
Well, there's other ways that I support myself. People do sub and give me biddies and tip me, which when I'm not doing charity streams, and I highly say do not do it when I'm not doing charity stream. But there's other opportunities that I've done. I've worked with different companies. I've actually done disability awareness for companies such as Amazon. And
voice acting, presumably.
Voice acting.
Yeah.
There's always, I get hired to play games and actually test to see the accessibility of games, because I'm also an accessibility advocate to make games more accessible for all people, especially the disabled community. So there are many other ways that I make money outside of streaming and with streaming.
Ooh.
I
like that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, I think especially accessibility is one of those things where you will kind of forget about, like, from a day-to-day basis. Even with how accessible do we make our streams, you know?
Absolutely.
So I think it's a really cool thing to be an advocate for. And you know, as an advocate, I guess in that sense, like, what is it specifically that you do to advocate accessibility? Do you have open forums, or do you teach people in your streams?
I teach people how to make your stream more accessible. Like adding closed captions can actually do a lot more than people think. So I have a closed caption on my stream, and also I do warning tags. For example, if someone has epilepsy, and if I know the game has flashing lights, I'll do an epilepsy warning on, like, in big bold words on my stream, so they can see it, so they don't have to basically suffer through the flashing lights, because people don't know that even the smallest flash can trigger us. So, like, I try to make it as safe as possible for people that are coming in. And then also I do live, I guess, accessibility reviews. So I show my community, especially those who are disabled, what functions are in the game before I actually start playing the game. So if they have, like, if a company claims, like, oh, we have accessibility and stuff like that, I'll actually go into all the options for about 15 to 20 minutes and actually look through everything and show everyone, it's like, okay, yeah, this is good, and then do, like, basically a quick review saying, oh, this could be some changes, this could be this, that, and the other, but overall, it's not that bad. Most of, like, these companies are actually really stepping up, honestly, with accessibility. I think it was, like, the Dark Picture, the newest one, was really, really nice. Their accessibility setup was really, really nice this time around. So, like, there's a lot of accessibility happening. I will call out companies even if I'm getting paid for it. The test, if I'm, like, even I'm getting paid to play a game on the stream, I would basically say, yeah, this needs a lot more help with accessibility. So, like, I think Resident Evil 8 was a main offender this year with accessibility. So, like, but it doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the game whatsoever. I loved the game. I actually had a ball, but, like, I know friends that can't play the game because it's inaccessible, whether
there has to be some level of risk involved too, if I'm not mistaken, with being somebody who tests games for accessibility if it's not set up correctly.
Oh,
is there a way, or are there ways that you I guess set up to deal with, say, a game isn't actually as accessible as it says it is? And forgive me if that's not a
no.
I guess, like, what precautions do you take whenever you're testing a game for accessibility?
I do pre-play some of the games. So I do, like, check out, before I even check out the accessibility, I'll play it for a second and just look at it. My husband sometimes also pre-plays the games as well.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's too flashy, he'll say, no, absolutely not. You can't play this.
Okay.
Because I have epilepsy too. So he's just like, no, Tiffany, no, we're not doing that today.
Ooh, I like it. Shout out to the spouses.
His name is Malice. He's actually going to start VTubing next year.
Ooh.
Are you guys
I
going to
will
VTube
look
together?
forward to his debut.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
We actually stream together every Friday.
Nice.
And his concept art actually will be done this week. And then we actually have a modeler that's going to be working on it early January.
That's very exciting.
So very exciting.
I like it.
Yeah. He's a chrono mage.
Could we perchance get an idea of what his design might be, or is it top secret right now?
It's like how can I explain it? Victorian kind of.
Ooh.
Like European Victorian?
I guess European Victorian. He's a historian too, so, like, when he was looking for a certain design, he was like, oh, I want to look like this. And I was like, okay, what's this from? And he was telling me. And I had to look up the clothing and stuff to, like, put together for the artist. So, like, cool. Yeah, he wants his character to be basically an ex, or constantly trying to be a Time Lord cult leader.
Okay. All right.
But he's constantly failed at it because every time period that he's got to, there was already a cult leader. So, like, Rasputin or like, you know, things like that. So he's just like, I'm always late.
Always competing against another more successful cult leader. I love that.
Yeah, basically that's his premise, and we're really excited to link. A Time Lord? Okay, well, he's calling himself a Time Lord. He's more like a chrono mage. Basically, someone who can bend time and go to different parts of time. But hopefully, they have to obey the laws of time, and you can't change anything because then you mess up time.
That makes sense.
Right.
I've noticed that there are a lot of I've noticed that there are a lot of time traveler, time themed VTubers. This definitely seems like a very unique take on it, though. I really like the concept, but I wonder why that is. I wonder why like time and VTubers tend to like, I don't know, fit so well together.
Outside the realm of time.
Like I said, he's a historian,
freedom, right?
so he's gonna plan on doing like random history facts, and he actually wants to make a he actually wants to show people how to make different foods because he's also a chef. So he wants to show people how to make period foods.
Ooh.
So like different foods from different periods and stuff like that.
A chef, eh?
Yeah.
Ooh, I
it's
like that.
good to be married to him.
It sounds
I
like
get
it.
good food.
I'm jealous now.
I like it. Ooh, I love it.
That sounds.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds super cool.
Yeah. It'll be good to see some actual food and not any Hachima cooking, you know?
He definitely wants to do a full cooking stream, but it'll probably be under the skies of like.
You know what though?
VTuber.
That actually would be kind of a cool idea. Doing a video where you're fixing Hachima's cooking recipes.
Oh my god.
Trying to solve the tarantula in the pasta or whatever she's doing right now.
I don't know how often you're on TikTok, but I don't know if you've seen these TikToks where like they take like these fast food like just general items
and
they're like and when they're like, hey, can you make this like super bougie, and they're like, yeah, you should do that.
I hate
That's
those
what
videos
he does.
though.
I love them.
I
As
think
someone
one
who
time
likes to cook, those are great.
Yeah, he I think one time we went to this market and he got fresh chicken and bacon and stuff like that. And he basically made a bougie version of Wendy's chicken bacon sandwich.
Oh heck yeah.
And it was all fresh material and it was so good.
Hey, yeah.
My problem with
right.
the TikToks on it is that they're like, I'm going to take this McDonald's burger and make it fancy. And then they're like, so I'm going to take the burger, I'm going to throw it in the trash, then I'm going to make a New York steak. And I'm like, that's just not the same thing. And they're like, ta-da, I did it. And I'm like, no.
So the lesson here today, folks, is marry up to someone who can cook. Yes.
I mean, it's nice. It's a bonus. It's definitely a bonus. But I married him before like he became a chef. He was originally wanted to be he was originally a musician. He had a band. But it just wasn't working out for him, so he decided to like take an actual career path. It's hard to be a musician. It really is. I didn't mean that in a mean way. No,
an actual career path.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't mean that in
Let me text all my musician friends here.
And they brought the heat.
No, I didn't mean that in a mean way, but like it just wasn't working out. That's the better way of saying it.
Yeah, I get it.
By the way,
he's not a chef
one of the
anymore.
podcast hosts is an audio engineer. The other one's a musician.
I didn't mean it like that. It just wasn't working out.
fine.
And like I feel bad now I said it like that.
No, I'm joking.
Because our son wants to be a musician. We're just like, okay, we support you.
No offense taken. It's totally
God.
fine. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Seuh, move on. Host us.
Yes, Seuh.
What?
Yes, Seuh, how could you let us get off track, Seuh?
You can definitely
Jump in, Seuh. Host us.
Your own thing.
All right,
you know?
Seuh.
You're the host.
One thing, actually, just following off the accessibility thing, one thing I'd love to know is, are there any tips or tricks that you would suggest to streamers to make their streams better or more accessible? I think that would be really beneficial for anyone that's listening.
Closed captioning is a must. You'd be surprised how many people rely on closed captioning for not just for like those who in the deaf community, but like people who are basically hard of seeing or are actually, I guess the term, because I have a friend named Blind Gamer Steve, and he's considered blind, but he has to put things super close to his face. So closed captioning actually helps people
blindness is on a
like that.
spectrum, correct?
I'm sorry?
Because blindness is on a spectrum, correct?
I don't remember.
Because I follow this one blind VTuber. Her name's Mia, B.A. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
But she's a big advocate for raising awareness that blindness is a spectrum, and so like it's a whole thing. It'd probably be better if you just researched it. Off.
Oh, you mean Miaz?
Yeah, Miaz. Yes.
Yeah, me and her are friends on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've
we
seen
know
so much
about
TikTok
each other.
talking about it.
I was
Yes.
thinking of who you were talking about. I was like, I know. I've seen her IRL pictures. I know she is blind in one eye for sure. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. She's a sweetheart.
Right.
She just got partnered.
Oh no way!
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really watch a lot of her stuff because she does ASMR. I don't know why. Like ASMR to me, I can't. It makes my neck bend backwards. So
Wait, what? It does what?
You're like my husband. He can't take it either.
I
He
can't
cannot
stand
ASMR.
I don't know
can't
what
either.
Remi was talking about by neck bending backwards though. It doesn't do that. My neck is okay, but it definitely makes me uncomfy.
Yeah, he's the same way. He's like, when he was I was watching someone do ASMR. He's like, nope, I don't like it. How it makes me feel. I'm leaving. I'm like, okay.
yeah, same. But I love what she does in terms of like raising awareness and talking about because you don't see that too often.
No.
So I like that.
It needs to
But
be
moving
talked
on.
about more.
I actually have a question about closed captioning.
Well, she was yeah. Talk more about closed captioning.
Yeah. So I have several VTuber friends that use closed captioning on their streams, but what I've noticed is that a lot of the auto-generated closed captioning is really bad.
It's really bad. Yeah.
Do you have like a specific service you recommend or one that works better than others?
No.
No, all right, it's just bad.
There's no service I recommend. They're all bad. I will be completely and utterly honest about that.
All right,
they all
great.
are bad. But I should still suggest people use them.
Oh, definitely, because it's going to be better than nothing no matter what.
Yeah, it's better than nothing, but they are all equally terrible.
Cool.
And I've been petitioning with Twitch. It's like, we need better closed captioning. We need better closed captioning. My Alexa can pick me up so easily.
For sure.
I can mother, and she's just like, you want to go outside today? And I'm like, no, wait, hold on. How did you pick that up? It's just weird.
And you know that the technology's there too, because things like you were saying, like Alexa or voicemail recognition, where the audio quality is really bad. Voicemail recognition used to be terrible, but now it's really good. And even the closed captioning system on YouTube used to be really bad, but in a context for the podcast, for example, the captions on YouTube are really accurate for this podcast.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of background noise or anything.
That
I'm referring to the fact that YouTube is able to recognize that chatterbait is one word, which is a little bit concerning. But
what?
Oh my God.
What?
Are we still on this?
Yeah,
if you don't know, Menti's on Chatterbait.
No, I'm not.
I mean, you can stream on Chatterbait now. I mean, anything's possible.
Oh my God. All right. No, basically, we talked about a stream that Project Melody's on Chatterbait on our last episode.
Yeah.
And YouTube's auto closed captioning was able to pick up Chatterbait and spelled it correctly and put it as one word, which I think is a little concerning that it's trained to know what that is. But
oh, my thing said it too. Hold on, Chatterbait. What the fuck?
is there something going on that we don't know about?
Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
Chandler. I'm kidding.
What the fuck? Yo. My closed caption must be better than I realized, because it literally picked up Chatterbait. And I'm like, what? It does. Oh my God.
Anyway, the point of what I was trying to say is that the technology's there. It's just not open source.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely something that more people should be advocating for. So I think you're definitely doing really good things for the community as a whole, of course.
Wait.
100%.
Wait, doesn't Amazon use Alexa?
Yes, Amazon did make Alexa. That is a thing that they did.
Yeah. So how come Twitch can't use that?
Huh?
Oh, I use her during stream though, when I want to ask a question.
Oh, are you meaning why doesn't it use Twitch? Why doesn't it use Alexa's voice recognition for closed captioning?
Yeah.
It's because the closed captioning
no
is
idea.
third-party services, isn't it? It's not Twitch.
Yeah,
official.
it's third-party services. Yeah.
But I feel like that's
so it's
such
not actually affiliated with Amazon.
True.
They
but
definitely
I still
should
feel
have an integrated.
I
closed
feel like that would
captioning
be
system.
I mean, obviously it's gonna be work, and it's not gonna be easy, but I feel like that would be an actual thing that they could do.
Yeah, but I mean, a closed captioning system, even where you can train it to your voice like you can for Siri or Alexa, and then it's able to pick up your speech patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
Better. I think that's definitely something that the community needs.
I think,
and it definitely makes me think more too about my own streams and content and how to make them more accessible as well.
Yeah, it's definitely opened my eyes a little bit. Just this last couple of
definitely.
stuff.
Right.
Oh, I'm happy to do so.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, I love it. Okay, next question. What is this? Could the VTuber community do better for D&I?
All right, Remi.
Okay.
Wait, what's D&I?
All right.
Wait, hold on.
All right. The question is, could the VTuber community do better for diversity, inclusion, and general awareness?
Oh, okay.
How could it do better for diversity and inclusion?
She laughed. She just laughed.
All right. Good to know.
Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
it's just okay, so the VTuber community is good, right?
Uh-huh.
But how can I say this properly?
Say it. Just say it. Just do it. Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
If you're not I feel like when it comes to like Black VTubers
Right.
and like brown VTubers, Latino, indigenous, and yeah, we're there. We're there.
No, this is a serious question. This is one of the reasons why I wanted
for
to
sure.
bring you on.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
We're there. It's just we still have to deal with the shit that we have to deal
for
with,
sure.
even if we
Right.
weren't VTubers.
Right.
And
That
the
leads me
VTuber
to my next
community-
question here,
Well,
actually.
you're just gonna what?
I'm just
Huh?
no.
Wait,
No,
can we-
because that-
wait,
I'm
can we
hoping this is
say
related-
that?
Wait,
this goes back. This relates. So like being
All right.
being a I guess a mix or a Black VTuber. What kind of pushback have you seen on social media or as a Twitch streamer?
So okay. So when it comes to I'm Black and indigenous. So like it's been I love the community, but like when it comes to highlighting all VTubers, it's not there.
Right.
For sure.
And of course you have to make connections. I've made connections. That's why I've kind of grown as a VTuber. I've made connections.
Right.
But I've seen at some times where Black voices especially want to like highlight other Black VTubers. There's a lot of racism there.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So like, how can I put this very nicely? It's not really the
You don't have to
VTuber
put it nicely at all.
It's
Feel
not really,
free.
yeah, it's okay. It's not really the VTuber community. I would call them more VTuber purists.
Okay.
So like,
Oh.
there's like some people in the community that are not even VTubers. So like, oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't be just segregating yourself and stuff like that. But like, we're trying to make a space because like, we don't have one at times.
Right.
Exactly.
And we're just trying to
awareness-
grow just like everyone else. And we're just bringing awareness and like pumping each other up because people on the outside won't. Like
Right.
when you see a lot of talk shows, you don't really see many people of color.
Right.
No. Exactly. And
So like, yeah.
the VTuber community, in a sense, is almost an extension of the anime community as well. With
Yeah.
the anime avatars.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
it's been known for a long time. The anime community has a very, very big racism problem.
Yeah.
And as far as the actual issues that originally anime had in the style of how they would animate characters that were people of color, it's
Oh
gotten
my god!
better.
Don't even get me started.
It's
There's
gotten a
been a
lot
lot of
better.
improvements that
We've
have been
moved from
made.
Mr. Popo to like,
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
god!
been a lot of
we've
improvements
really-
that have
we've
been
really
made
grown.
for sure.
Right.
yes.
But
Right.
even within the anime community, from the standpoint of the animations themselves, the characters, there isn't a lot of diversity there at all.
No.
No.
And I mean, like you were saying, it's definitely not the community as a whole, but it is, like you were saying, like VTuber purists or whatever
Right.
you want to call them. Certainly
Outsiders.
everything but
Yeah.
pure. But
I think honestly, I see a lot of more of this on TikTok than any other social media platform.
I see it on
and-
Twitter.
Really, I've not
Yeah,
seen on
there's a
Twitter
lot of it
yet
on
because
Twitter.
like
Dude, Twitter is like.
I mean
Twitter's
I'm
hell.
never like I'm barely on Twitter. Like I
I
try to
think
use Twitter
TikTok
more
also,
often.
a lot of the audience on TikTok is people that are immature and
They're,
don't
they're
really-
random. Yeah,
It's
just
they're
really
not
people.
strange because I've never gotten anything negative on TikTok yet.
Really?
I have
Interesting.
2,000. I have about 2,200 and almost 2,300 followers.
Okay.
I haven't gotten really anything negative yet.
Because like
That's good.
because whenever we're
See, that's just opening the door, though. Go
yeah,
ahead.
because like I have a friend who is also a African American VTuber named Yumi, and
Mhm.
she's already seen some of these racial comments on our TikTok, That being said, she is like 25,000+ followers, but like she's already seen a lot of this pushback already, or a lot of these comments, a lot of these hate comments, and she's like one of the, I guess I would say she I guess in my eyes she's also pioneering kind of like like it's okay to be a mixed VTuber, and I love that. And so that's why I connect with her a lot of times.
Like even before VTubers became popular, it's been a thing with Twitch for a really long time too.
Oh, definitely.
It's pretty well known in streaming and content creation as a whole. People of color.
I've just now been exposed to it. So like like seeing people like you, Tiffany, or Yumi, like it excites me. It really does. So like I'm so happy for y'all. And so I honestly I just want to do this to raise awareness for it. So, what other pushback have you seen?
I see it more on Twitter. I see a lot of like racism on Twitter over TikTok. I guess because I don't post as much, but like it's still like there. And I get like I think because people expect like an anime girl to look like Sailor Moon or some shit like that, which is like, I mean, like, yeah, they're like the pioneers of anime. I get that shit, 90s anime was the shit, but like when it comes down to it, there are people of color in Japan. Like they have the like I have like 3 friends who literally got up and moved to Japan. Now they have families and stuff like that, and beautiful kids and all that stuff. Right. But like people expect, like when they think of Japanese anime girls, they think like, oh, they're only supposed to have like porcelain white skin and all these things, and just like in animes, and that's not 100% true. Like we're out there. They're like black weebs are like some of the craziest weebs you'll ever meet in your life.
For sure.
Like I'm not saying that just because I'm black and proud. I'm saying that because it's fucking facts.
That's true. I think like the community has definitely gotten a little bit better over the course of time, but I mean, there are a lot of design choices are still running that traditional anime
for sure.
Fair skin kind of thing, and you know what, like hand on heart, I'm the same. Like, so I'm Filipino, I have melanin in my skin, I'm definitely not fair skin, I can tell you that, but I went for a fair skin avatar, and it wasn't based on whether I'd get any pushback. Although after I did debut with this model and had everything, I had second thoughts about it and was like, you know what, maybe I should have gone down like a more natural route. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. We're gonna break the wall here. Sorry for everyone who doesn't believe I'm actually 2D. But like,
don't do that.
Oh no. Oh
my god!
There's characters, right, that we're playing, right? And so like I get it, but I also can see why there's a lot of people that are I guess there's a balance, right? There's people that are either afraid to go down that route, or people that are just going down the fair skin route because that's what we know, that's all we know,
right?
And maybe we need to have more media in both. More diversity in both the media itself and within the community.
For sure.
Oh, definitely 100%. Like I would love to see more of these, teams actually have some some color in there.
For sure.
I personally would not apply for like teams because I kind of want to save myself in India, and plus I'm already under a management team. So like but it wouldn't be nice to see, and there's actually an all black team now called Vibe, I believe they're called.
Vibe?
They're called Vibe.
Wait, how do you spell this?
Let me see if I can remember. I think it's VIBE. Yeah, it's Vibe_VT. They're an all black VTuber group.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Which is really wonderful. And like I think that's really a positive, push to what we need. Like I have a VTubing team. So like they're called the Chaos Covenant, and they're people from all around underrepresented marginalized people that I wanted on my team, because I wanted like not to have like what's popular and what's big and stuff like that. I just wanted to have a group of people that I that deserve to have a bit of a spotlight in this community. So it's one of those things. But they're called Vibe. I've been watching some of their streams secretly.
In the shadows.
I'm a lurker, so
me too, though.
I'm a huge lurker, so like,
Yeah.
but they're really cool. You should definitely check them out. I highly suggest them.
Also, kind of off topic, but I just want to say you have some really cool names for like your slogan, your VTuber stuff, like the charity witch on Twitch is like, that's such a cool slogan.
Someone actually made that up. Someone
Wait,
was like, "You're like a charity witch on Twitch."
Do tell, where are
That's
these slogans?
great. I love that. The ones I just said.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Remi.
Repeat them. Repeat them.
Remi.
Repeat them. I was looking at the vibe stuff. Hang on.
The charity witch on Twitch. You said
charity
Chaos
witch on
Covenant,
Twitch.
right?
Yeah, Chaos Covenant is the
Chaos
name
Covenant.
of my Twitch stream
Ooh,
team.
I like
Yes.
that.
They all sound so
That's so
cool.
dope.
Also, I totally feel you with someone else suggesting that idea because we didn't come up with VPs either. We totally stole that from someone on Twitter.
That's true.
True. He definitely did.
Yeah,
We're the
someone
VPs
was like,
in the podcast.
someone was like, yeah, you're like the charity witch on Twitch, and I was like, I'm the charity witch on Twitch. Oh, I like the
You're
sound of
damn
that.
right I'm the charity witch on Twitch.
There's
love
only one
that.
charity witch on Twitch, so like, yeah. So I was just like, I kind of went. Even if you Google, I think if you Google it, my name pops up now.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
The
I'm going to try this.
charity
I'm doing this right now.
Witch on
Wait,
Twitch.
charity
I think
witch.
someone was
Charity
telling me
witch
that.
on Twitch. We're all
Oh
Googling
yeah, my
it now.
name pops up.
There it is. Literally the first one. It's
Let's
in big,
go.
bold letters, too. Heck yeah.
So like, it's like one of those things where I had the chance. I could have been like twitch.tv/Tiffany, but I didn't take it. I wanted to so bad. Trust me, I wanted to
Right.
so bad. But like,
my gosh.
no, it's one of those things where like it really stuck with me. So like, I use that as like a slogan. I say good time zone instead of good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, because I don't know what
Say it,
time
take
zone
notes.
you're in. Yeah.
Right.
So like, if you say good time zone,
Thanks, Minty.
You're welcome.
yeah, if you say good time zone, it's like, oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what they are. It's like their time zone, what
I like
day,
that
new,
good
and
time
night. So
zone.
yeah.
Yeah.
That jab at Seuh was because his intro literally is good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So
Yeah, I know.
it's all of that.
Too many syllables, man. Just say time zone.
What I
Yes.
will another thing too, going back to the VTuber community and how well it does diversity and inclusion, I guess.
Right.
I will say, because you're non-binary,
Yes.
the VTuber community has, at least from what I've seen, been really good at having representation and supporting the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, 100%,
Yeah.
especially for trans VTubers. And I think
For
I
sure.
think I think it's really amazing that trans VTubers can actually express themselves
Absolutely.
with an avatar they feel comfortable with and not get judged
Right.
for it. Like you can
Definitely.
I think there's I don't think he's trans, but I don't think he's trans. He's a porcelain doll. But like,
Oh, what?
you know who I'm talking about?
yeah,
oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Yeah, I do.
I don't want to say if or is that, but they're a porcelain doll,
Okay.
and I was like, I love their content so much because it
That's
was like,
great.
why are you dressing like a girl? Because I want to dress like a girl. Fuck you! Like I love that.
That's me though.
Like
God.
I love that. Be yourself. Be who you want to be, and that's why I talk about VTubing with the disability community. That this can be really beneficial for people who are disabled because people have physical disabilities and sometimes they have anxiety and they don't want to show themselves on camera or they don't want people to see what's wrong with them. And
Right.
having a VTuber of an avatar who you feel like rather than that.
It can literally be
It
anything you want it to be.
Yeah, you
sure.
can be anything you want
Exactly.
to be. And like it's wonderful. And that's why I've been an advocate for that and like petitioning for that. And I have a project that I want to actually start funding VTubers and those who are disabled and can't afford a model. So hopefully
yeah.
next year and start doing like a little pool of money and be like, okay, this is who we're funding for. Let's raise money for them. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where like I believe VTubing can be so beneficial for like
Definitely.
so many different people with so many different backgrounds. And
Sure.
And I've
you
noticed
know,
there's been a lot of on Twitter lately. There's been a lot of posts raising awareness for the fact that not all disabilities are necessarily something you can immediately see that somebody has.
Yes.
Right.
Invisible disabilities. Yes.
Exactly. And I mean, it's such like a common thing, as unfortunate as this. People are like, oh, well, like you don't sound like you have a disability or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have seen a lot of posts on Twitter recently trying to raise awareness for that. So
Yeah.
pretty neat as
I don't think Seuh understands. Can you like tell me
Let's see.
more
Remi,
about
I've noticed
this?
you tend to
Yeah,
blame
no, I
Seuh
can-
for every everything that you don't understand. All right.
I have
can
what
you
is called an
explain-
invisible. Oh, go ahead.
Can you explain
It's
invisible
okay.
disability?
Yeah, I have what is called an invisible disability. Physically, I look fine. But because I suffer from multiple chronic illnesses, I am in constant pain, like 24/7. So like, I may not look sick, but I am sick, kind of a situation. So it's not like someone who is bound to a wheelchair or someone who is physically blind. It's more like someone who is dealing with something internally, mostly related to chronic illnesses such as cancer or autoimmune diseases and things like that, you don't see that they're sick. And it happens a lot to people, especially people like myself. And when I think what my friend who's very disabled, but she drives and she parks in the handicap spot. And I remember one guy like literally screamed at her saying, "You don't look disabled." And that's heartbreaking because they don't know what she goes through. And she actually has a prosthetic leg, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
Right.
And she suffers from oh my god, it's I think it's type 1 diabetes. So she had to get rid of her own leg because of it. Right. So like it's like those, it's invisible. It's really heartbreaking. It really hurts like when you have to hear that.
I think in the UK, you'd be surprised, Remi, but we're actually really good with invisible disabilities. So we have a system here in the UK, which is a lanyard system. And so people wear these sunflower lanyards if they have an invisible disability, so that people are more aware of it. Obviously, we're a much smaller country than the US, but that's the system that we use over here.
Okay.
I could see that definitely having negative side effects too, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially over here in America.
you just have to not be a dick first and foremost. But yeah, as long as
really,
you're not a dick, it's a really helpful system.
Here's a problem, Seuh. We have
Problem
a
is
lot
that
of
humans are
dicks
dicks.
in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans are dicks.
We got a lot of dicks over here. Not just talking about men. I'm talking about like. I'm just kidding.
I mean, there's a lot of men that are dicks. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my god. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, any steps that we can make as a community to be more inclusive, I think, is a step in the right direction.
100%.
Bouncing back to a topic we talked about earlier, you briefly touched on the fact that you started raising awareness by speaking at local panels.
Yes.
How did that start? How did you start speaking on panels and at events?
So I guess it was more like people came to me to speak because I've always spoken. I used to speak at anime conventions, so like as a cosplayer.
Right.
So I know how to speak at I know how to talk to people and things like that. And plus, I have an actor's background.
So people are so you're okay with people knowing your identity.
Oh, people know who I am. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I was an actual physical person. Like, you know, I was
I was a person.
I was a person.
Back in the day, I used to be a person.
I'm not anymore.
You can like look up my name, and if you Google, you'll see mostly my avatar, but you'll see peaks of my cosplay and stuff.
Right.
So like, it's 100% fine. People know what I look like. I'm good with that. But I'm slowly transitioning to like the whole like, I don't really show my face that much, and it's very rare I show my face on social media, but like I'm completely fine with that. But when it comes to speaking, people either come to me or they're like, "Oh, we're looking for speakers," and I'll put my name in a hat and see if I get picked. But yeah, I would say like 75% of the time people actually ask me to speak at about charity, accessibility, VTubing, LGBT matters, diversity matters, and I don't mind at all. I love talking.
That must be such a good feeling too, when like people recognize how, I guess, good you are at raising awareness for this and reach out to you about it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. It feels really nice, and like when people like, especially when it comes down to like, I get like followers coming in and they're just like, thank you for all you're doing. And those, especially when I get those people who in charity streams who may have lost somebody or suffer from a disease or something, and hearing them say, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. All these things. That's what keeps me going as an advocate and a charity streamer, 100%. Oh,
definitely. And I'm sure that like for every single person that has reached out to you and told you that, there's been 100 other people that have felt the exact same way but didn't have the courage to reach out to you, and I'm sure you've impacted so many people and positively with what you do as well. So yeah,
hope so.
I mean, you've already impacted us into changing the way.
Oh,
that
for
we
sure.
think and approach some of our content,
You've made me rethink a lot about my own streams and content for sure.
Aww.
Yeah. Now I want closed captioning.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on Fiverr. Let's find someone to caption the podcast. Let's
go. There's many forms you can do it too. Like there's like especially if you stream on Twitch, there's actually like a closed captioning section. And like the little
like
tab bars. No. So you know how you have the about section and you can like add little things to your about section, like panels. You can add the closed captioning program, do that.
Oh, okay.
And it can go through your OBS. So like my closed captioning, I'm actually looking at the captions. That's why I can see Chatterbait, because I can actually look at I see the captures in the corner of exactly everything that I'm saying as it's going by and recording. Yeah. I think it actually records the captions too.
So that's an extension.
So in case you guys have been wondering what they've been saying this whole time, the captions are in the corner of the screen.
Nice. Nice.
And also, if you click the CC button down below, then you'll see YouTube's auto-generated captions, which are able to recognize the word chatterbait, which is the most important word that we've said so far. So there you go.
Right. If you guys see anything interesting, put it in the memes channel.
Are you just advertising on Discord now?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that's part of the. I don't think that's part of the accessibility thing.
I'm just gonna slot that plug-in right in there. You know what I mean?
Actually, that does make me wonder though. Out of curiosity, is there anything we could do to make our Discord server more accessible? Since you're in our Discord server now.
Absolutely. So like I have my Discord server set up with not really accessibility, but there are things that you can add for, I guess, the term inclusion.
Okay.
So I have an assigned role thing, like I have a pronoun role. So especially for those who don't know people's pronouns and are getting to know one another, they can just highlight that person's name and see their pronouns and what kind of games they want to play and all these things. There's so many different forms of like ways that you can actually make your I guess Discord more inviting, pleasing. Okay. I'm personally still learning Discord, but my Discord is slowly growing, but like I'm personally still learning more and more Discord, and I actually have like bots running for certain things, like a rule bot, make sure you read the rules, and then there's a bot that if you're coming in with bad intentions, it literally will block a troll bot.
That's good.
Instantly. It's called what's that bot called? It's called
Trollbot.
It's Trollbot. I wish it was called Trollbot. It'd make things so much easier. It's called Double Counter.
Okay.
Double Counter.
So like if the person is using a VPN trying to get into your Discord so they can be untrackable, Double Counter would basically say, no, you can't come in here.
Interesting. Okay.
That poor person that tried to join our server after watching Netflix Japan anime, trying to join with their VPN, just getting blocked.
Well, I mean, you could try again. You're free to try again. And like I had someone who was like, I'm sorry, I had a VPN because I was actually watching something. I was like, that's 100% fine.
Right.
But like, no, for the protection.
By all means, commit crimes with your VPN, but just don't join the Discord server with it.
Yeah, just don't join my Discord. It's all good.
Right.
Do what you gotta do on the outside of that, but not here.
Yeah.
Do you, I don't know how this can go about in a Discord server, but do you also have like accessibility roles? Is that a thing?
I have like don't be an asshole rules. I mean, like,
okay.
I mean, that seems like a pretty decent one, yeah.
Yeah, right. Don't be an asshole. Respect everyone and things like that, and you know. But like for accessibility, Discord doesn't really offer much.
That's true.
Even with the bot services, they really don't offer much. I've been looking at what's the other one that like Gilded? I've been actually looking at Gilded and then see what they offer, and it seems like they have some accessibility stuff on it, but like making a whole change to a whole platform is going to be a pain for especially all my community. So it's something I'm very much thinking about, but I have to like do more research first. Yeah, but I said, Discord is not really that accessible.
Right. Right. I wonder if there's a way. I don't know if we have any devs watching this, but I don't know if there's a way to like just take the pronoun bot or the roles, whatever it's used to do the pronouns, and just relabel them.
I mean, the bots aren't officially developed by Discord, but having the ability to set your pronouns in your Discord profile would be great.
Right.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Also, rule number 1 of the VP server is no discrimination based on anything. So
Yeah, no, you get it.
yeah, we got that one covered. Yeah, you gonna be banned instantly.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Remi. Stop discriminating.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm the one kicking the boot. What are you talking about? Look at my Doc Martens over here. I'll kick some
Doc
booty on the server.
I'm gonna get that bot. I'm gonna get the double counter bot, but then rename it to Doc Martens. It's the boot that kicks you out.
Oh god.
Oh my
man.
god. Get my Doc Martens, just kick them out.
Now I'm thinking of things Discord could do to make it more accessible. It would be really cool to have.
I'm not the only person who said this too. Like, there's other people who believe Discord is not as accessible as it needs to be.
And I mean, Discord already has.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Go
continue.
on.
What were you gonna say?
Go on.
I think you can make the chat. Oh, there is accessibility. I completely wrong. Discord has a chat font scaling, so you can make the chat as big as small you want to, but you have to go. But it's like hard to find. And the thing that pisses me off, there is an accessibility section. So like, but there's still not enough.
I'm looking at it right now. It's very short.
There's not a lot.
It's very short. It's very, very short. So like, yeah, I was like, there is accessibility, but it's not that great.
Right.
I just realized
they have the
that.
text-to-speech thing, which I've never seen used for anything except for shit posts.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
My husband used to abuse that on our old WoW guild
Yeah.
server. Control people.
Yeah.
One thing that I found out, like, I mean, it was like a couple of years ago, but was really new to me, and it was the whole colorblind thing.
Yes.
Right, because there's different types of colorblinds, and
Yes.
there's a certain red-green colorblind where
I actually use that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
use
there's a certain
colorblind modes
red-green-
in a lot of my games too,
Yeah.
even though I'm not
Yeah.
colorblind at all.
So
No, it
I-
just
One
it
thing that
helps me
really-
read text better.
one thing that really kind of just opened my mind to it was the fact that there's a certain type of red-green color blindness that if you have it, you can't tell the difference between a ripe banana and an unripe banana. And so that's why a lot of people who are colorblind don't like bananas, because they end up eating unripe bananas and not having it taste good.
Yeah, because I have tryptomancy,
Okay.
so it's the reds for me.
It's the
Okay.
My
reds,
mother had
yeah.
the blues.
And has that like made a big difference in what you eat as well? Because like, some foods are going to look completely different, right?
Well, so my husband, like I said, he basically gets on my food because he's my dietitian too for my lupus.
Oh, okay.
So he takes care of all my food. If I get a snack though, I'll actually say, "Hey, what's this?" And he'll be like, "Oh, that's what so and so." I'm like, "Okay, good."
Okay.
So like he's my eyes for everything that is like food related, because like he watches when we go to restaurants, he watches what's in the menu, and because I'm allergic to tomatoes and like peanuts of all, like nuts of all kinds. So like he has to watch everything for me. So he's my other pair of eyes, but I don't play games in colorblind mode. But I do, my stream does notice when I have difficulty seeing something properly.
Yeah.
So they'll like point it out to me and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we got this. Awesome."
Yeah.
Like I had to change my halo colors. The enemy colors from red to like yellow now because of that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Even though purple, I do like seeing the color purple-ish, kind of. But like, it comes down. And plus, I have those glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, I have the
I've
glasses
always
to let you.
I've never been able to figure out how those actually work because
It's like shifting. It's like I think the person with this explains. It's like shifting light.
so
In a sense.
it's not actually making you see colors that you couldn't see before. It's just changing the colors to a spectrum that you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, you know
That
the
makes
eyes
more
work,
sense.
right, Mitch?
I do know how the eyes work. That's why I was confused as to how the glasses
Okay.
worked, because it just doesn't
Even though
make
they
sense.
give me a headache.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, they give me
interesting
kind
is
of a headache. So
what's interesting is that my one of my supervisors, he's actually like really colorblind, and so I actually have to help him out every now and then when it comes to like visual content, when it comes to like lights or LED walls. He also does our graphics too, which our graphics, a lot of them are in black and white, which thank God. But it's just like Yeah, no, it's just like, well, like I always I'm always there for like the first year and a half. He never told me. So like the first year and a half, he would ask me like, what colors these are on the lighting. I'm like, these are so and so, and then I realized, oh my gosh, he's actually colorblind. I didn't realize this.
So I thought he was just dumb.
That was my mom. Yeah, that was my mom. She was like,
he just
what
didn't
color
say
is
anything.
this?
I was
Yeah,
like,
we don't want to say anything because
I mean,
to us it's just normal.
right.
It's how we've seen things. To
Right.
us, it's just completely normal.
when I was in film school, I had a teacher who was colorblind, and that made me realize how terrible the accessibility is on old MacBooks. Because
oh my gosh, yeah,
the buttons to close to like close or minimize a tab on old MacBooks are all the exact colors that someone with red-green color blindness would not be able to differentiate between at all.
Oh, damn. See, I've never had a Mac, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he could never close an app. He's like, I don't know which button does what.
all ever use are Macs.
Oh, no.
Because they didn't have like an X on them or anything. It was just a color.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was really bad.
They didn't think about that, like, whatsoever. Colorblindness has been around for a very, very fucking long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, these were very old Macs. The newer
right?
Macs do have better accessibility settings, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean by old Macs? Hold on here.
Well, it wasn't
what
like
year? What
ancient,
year are you
but
talking about?
I don't know, probably like 2008, 9, something like
2000.
Oh, okay.
that. New enough that it should have had better accessibility settings, but
Yeah.
Among Us had a similar thing, right? With
yes.
the, wires.
Oh my gosh, I could not play Among Us for
wires.
so long.
Wait, do
because
tell.
because the wires.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
to match up
originally
the
in the
colored
wire
wires.
game, yeah, you have to match
Yeah.
up the color wires, but it wasn't accessible friendly. So when they did the update, they did shapes. Which made a lot more sense. And it was like, I would always struggle on the wires so much so that I had to guess and hopefully pray that it was like the right thing, because I would look at how dark or how light the wires are.
yeah.
And then go from there. And it fucking sucked because they didn't have they didn't think that people might be colorblind. But they fixed it. Like, it wasn't like, it didn't take them super long, it didn't take them super short, but they did fix it. And they were like, they did apologize for it. They didn't think, But like, I always say accessibility should be a foundation for your game and not something that you just build upon.
For sure.
It should be something that you like, first thing you should start thinking about is accessibility, because we're in a day and age where we have the fucking technology.
Definitely. And I mean, you want people to play your game, right? Like, why not make it so that everyone can play and enjoy your game when you're making it?
Exactly. 100%. And like, there's like always the debate of like, oh, why do you add an easy mode? Because like, not everyone has the same fucking reactions, especially if they're disabled. There are people that have to use a special controller because they're disabled and things like that. So
I play on easy mode because I suck.
Yeah, and also get this, maybe someone wants to experience the story instead of experiencing nothing but anger.
I suck at games. I play on easy mode for that reason.
Like, if you want to play on hard mode, that's all more power to you, but don't get mad at people because they play on easy, all right?
Everyone always talks about when the imposter is sus, but nobody mentions when the imposter is colorblind. Can I get an F in the chat?
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. Like, I felt bad because I convicted the wrong person at one point too. And I was like, I saw you murder, and they were like, it wasn't me. I was like, I saw your color, you're green. And he's like, Tiffany, I'm blue. And I'm like, oh shit. Fuck. And this is
my
like,
bad. Sorry for ejecting you out of the spaceship.
Right, I felt so bad. I was like, oh, we gotta fix
like,
this
cancel
sooner
this
or
man.
later.
That's when you get voted out for being sus and like voting for other people.
Oh my god,
that's the shit.
Oh
I hate that game. I fully quit that game.
I
Among
just don't
Us
play
is
it.
actually a secret conspiracy to just targeted harassment against colorblind people.
Oh my god.
Let's cancel Among Us.
Cancel Among Us.
Hashtag the imposter is over party.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Seuh, host us.
The imposter is over house party.
Wow.
Sorry.
Seuh, host us. Well, we're coming up to the end of our episode. Actually, we've actually well past the hour mark, aren't we? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's been a wonderful, enlightening experience for all of us.
Absolutely. And thank you so much again for joining us.
Oh, it was a pleasure to join you today. Yes.
This was great.
So where can everyone on that is listening find you? Do the
yes,
socials.
Indeed.
Oh yeah. You can find me Hold on, my character was being weird. Okay, you can find me at twitch.tv/Tiffany Witcher, Twitter at twitter.com/Tiffany Witcher, TikTok at Tiffany Witcher VT, and I think that's it. That's my biggest one, so I have to hit the biggest ones.
Right on.
Yeah. And maybe coming soon to an anime convention near you.
Oh, that's maybe true.
Oh gosh, I've never. One day.
And now you're going to be expected to be at every convention ever.
Oh my gosh, we need a VTuber. Call that Tiffany girl.
Every convention's going to want a VTuber now. They're all doing it.
They really
They
are.
are all doing
They
it.
are.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm not popular enough, and I'm completely fine with that. So like, but if I did, like, if someone offered, I was like, yeah, I'll do an anime convention. I'll just take my OBS camera thing, and we can work and bullshit like that. Whatever they do.
Heck yeah.
Sit behind the giant screen.
Popcorn while talking to people. They will
Exactly.
never know.
Nobody will know.
Oh my God.
Well, anyway, thank you so much again for joining us. It was great meeting you, and this has really been a very eye-opening experience for me.
Yeah, I really like to help. So if you ever need any more advice, just my DMs are always open, and I will help you with setting up either a charity or talking about advocacy.
Heck yeah.
Love that. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. I will see you on the next episode of the
Bye-bye.
VPeas Podcast.
Bye. Oh my God, that was so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What? It was so loud.